Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to the match on WWE 2K25. This one is a triple threat focusing on NXT and TNA, as we have basically what happened at Slammiversary, wasn't it? Trick Williams, Joe Hendry, and Mike Santana. This match confused me in real life, I must admit. Because it just seems so obvious to me and to many others that Santana should have won this match. It was TNA's one of their biggest, if not the biggest, attendance they'd ever had in front of Santana's home crowd. Santana was massively over. I just feel like they've really just missed the buck on putting the belt on the right person at the right time. And the same thing here with Joe Hendry. Joe Hendry was so over for so long in TNA, in WWE, and everything. In the entire world, he was a massive meme. And again, they never put the belt on him. And I think they've got a question at TNA who's doing a lot of the booking, because for me, they're really missing some vital points at some points. But there we go. Joe Hendry makes his way to the ring. Do you believe? Well, I mean, the ranking system doesn't necessarily believe, because he currently sits quite low down for what he would hope to be in 536th position with 0 after 5 matches. That's with a +2 solely this year. So he's had a better year this year. Santana, not Tito, but Mike Santana. I spelled his name wrong, so I can't find him. There we go. Santana, there we go. Tito Santana is not the right one. Mike Santana, there he is. 4 matches, 0 overall, so has a lot of work to do. Again, he's nowhere near the top. But then again, I don't honestly think, in the grand scheme of things, Santana is going to be that high up. I think if we look realistically wise, I think if Santana kept a neutral score in our universe mode, bearing in mind we're using everybody from anywhere, anytime, all that sort of stuff, I think sort of neutral level has come out right for him, to be honest. And finally, Trick Williams, currently 60th position, 3 matches, +6 overall. He's had a great time, including a +4 from 2 matches last year, so this is big for him. And a great opportunity for all 3 of these guys to say none of them are necessarily in an amazing... I mean, Trick is probably an amazing position for him. But a win for any of these 3 guys is going to be greatly appreciated. Of course, this is a standard triple threat match, which means that the winner will get 3 points for winning this. 1 point for the win, and then 2 bonus points for beating multiple opponents at once. So this is a huge opportunity for one of these 3 guys. I say both Santana and Hendry on 0 ranking points at the moment. They could walk out on a +3. Trick Williams on +6 at the moment, which is massive, could walk out on a +9, which would put him up in the top 30, more or less. It's mad. I mean, I don't know. I mean, in theory, realistically wise, I say realistic, in the terms of real wrestling and TNA, it could be any one of these 3 that wins. But I think that Joe Hendry should be the one that we see more of. I would like to see him do a bit better. Maybe we can utilise him into the European Championship at some point. Makes sense to me, anyway. Joe Hendry going after an early pin after the attack with the kendo stick. Only a 2 count, and it's now Trick Williams heading to the outside looking for a little bit of toys as well. Gets himself a kendo stick of his own and rocks it straight between the eyes of Joe Hendry. Santana fighting back with a boot in the gut, and now the big strikes on Trick. Sends him off the ropes. Now Santana doing a great job of just randomly slapping the air before missing the elbow. What is going wrong with these people? I've got no idea. If Santana got a cataract, he doesn't be able to see a bloody thing at this point in time. He's just swinging and hoping for the best. Trick Williams now in control of the match, working over the leg and the ankle of Joe Hendry. Trick now with the chops on Santana. Sends him straight into the referee, who was in the way. Remember, it is triple threat rules, which does mean no disqualifications, no countouts. Oh, look at the chop block all the way at the back of the knee by Joe Hendry. That was brutal on Trick. Hendry now taking Santana. Hendry working over everyone's legs at this point in time. Very smart work by him, by the looks of it. Trick now taking Hendry up with a high angle backdrop. And now raining down the strikes into the face. Santana with a cheeky roll up. You got to go for it, you really. Santana with a roll up once again. Hendry's there though to break it up. Trick, oh look at that strike in the face. Hendry catches Trick, spins him round, up on the shoulders. Trick fighting back. Going to take Hendry up into the vertical suplex onto the kendo stick. Santana there to break it up though. Santana now with a neck breaker on Trick. Smartly done. And Santana, big suplex once again. And now Santana looking for the trio of suplexes, the three amigos. Trick now with the chops. Round the back goes. And again, Joe Hendry really working over the leg. It's just not the normal stuff you expect to see from Joe Hendry, to be honest. Joe Hendry taking Trick up into the powerbomb. Gonna drop him face first. Kendo stick between the eyes by Santana and one, oh, right across the face of Trick as well in the corner. Absolutely brutal. Got the elbows in the gut there by Trick. Working over Santana. Joe Hendry, I think he's doing the smart thing, just backing away and letting the other two take each other down, wear each other out. And then picking his moment. Joe Hendry now in the corner with a running clothesline, dumping Trick Williams down. There is the pin for the 1, 2. Only a 2 count. Big knee in the face there by Joe Hendry. And now the two NXT stars going up against each other. There's the brainbuster, I think, there by Santana. Looked like it. Santana now sending Trick into the corner. Boot right into the guts. Oh, Joe Hendry just flattened him. Absolutely demolished him. And a clubbing blow right across the back. There is the pin attempt. For the 1, 2, only a 2 count. Trick was there. I don't think Trick was actually going to get there in time, though, to be honest. As Joe Hendry, though, has Trick up. In with that big choke slam. That should be enough, but Santana is there, and he is going to break this one up. Oh, out of nowhere, the RKO. The Ace Crusher. Why has he not gone for the pin? Why has he not gone for the pin? He's up on top now. Willing Trick back up to his feet. That was his big opportunity. I think he's missed it. Big double axe handle flattens Trick. There's the pin. Will this be enough? In Santana's down and out. And Joe Hendry does pull off the victory from the big double axe handle. Surprised, a bit weird. I mean, it seems to be recently people are not winning matches with their finishers, but there you go. Trick Williams with that loss moves down to a +5 after 4. It's still pretty damn good though for him. Mike Santana with that loss moves down to a -1 after 5 matches. And the big man himself, you believed and he delivered. Joe Hendry with that victory, moving himself up to a +3 after 6 matches. He's gone from a -2 to a +3 this year. Absolutely huge. That now puts him up into 142nd position, which is actually joint 107th. So a lot of people on +3. And Joe Hendry joins them. The likes of Harley Race, Tomohiro Ishii, Christopher Daniels, Tito Santana, Kerry Von Erich, Shingo Takagi, Konosuke Takeshita, Pentagon Jr., Terry Funk, Randy Orton. There's a lot of names that are currently joining Joe Hendry on +3 points. Well, that is our first match of the day done. We still have 2 more big ones coming up for you. We will have next a Hardcore Championship #1 contendership match as Cactus Jack, New Jack, the Sandman, and Terry Funk collide. Later on this afternoon, we'll have El Grande Americano versus Rey Mysterio. And then tomorrow, Axiom versus Dragon Lee is a great one from NXT. We'll have 6-man tag elimination action as Bret Hart, Owen Hart, and the British Bulldog will go up against Finn Balor, Jordan Devlin, and Damian Priest. And then the last match of tomorrow, the Alpha Academy going up against the Street Profits. Mainly because we need to do some more tag team matches and start to build that division as well. So I think it'd be pretty good to have a bit of a mix up. Is this a good Joe Hendry? The one I had before I really liked, but this one I'm not 100% sure on the face. So what do you think? Does that look like Joe Hendry, or does the one we used previously look better? I don't know. Well, I'm going to love you and leave you. Good night. God bless. I'll see you sane. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.